Why do married women chase single men? Hi, my name is Mr. Sharp Game, coming at you from ChooseYourRelationships.com, author of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. So why do married women seem to want to chase single men? And I got this question yesterday, and you got to put a little context to this question, because see, there's different types of marriages, different types of relationships. So you have a lot of relationships that are open. The guy can do what he wants with whoever he wants. Just don't make it so obvious and don't embarrass the family. And then you have some couples where the males and females can do what they want. Just don't make it so obvious and don't embarrass the family. And don't bring anybody back to the house. And if you do bring anybody back to the house, just make sure you plan it well. Just make sure that no one else is there and you guys have a certain amount of privacy. So, you know, these are it depends on the foundation of the relationship, of the marriage. So it really depends. Really, it's all relationships or all marriages are not created equally. So we got to put this in the context. We got to be aware of these relationships, these marriages exist worldwide, not just in America. So now, if you're talking about the traditional so-called quote monogamy relationships, I think you have to be aware that a lot of women, they settled with the guy that they're with currently. And then she doesn't really have to necessarily be married to the guy. Maybe they have a long-term live-in relationship with family and kids included or whatever. So a lot of times these women are looking at it from a business perspective. They're not necessarily, they didn't necessarily get with the guy because of how they felt. It wasn't about love, or wasn't about necessarily even liking the guy. You know, she just looked at him as a provider, a protector, something of that nature. And she pretty much planned ahead that, you know, she's going to have other relations with other guys. You know, it could be one guy, two guys, or it could be with multiple guys, or it could be with random guys. So a lot of these women, you know, they pretty much planned it this way. They settled with a guy that they wasn't really into, from maybe from a physical standpoint or spiritual standpoint, or maybe from a, you know, he's not the guy that make her panties wet. If she's thinking, if she's driving home from work, she's not when the guy crosses her mind that's at home, her panties don't get wet for him, you know. So every once in a while she has to go elsewhere to get that taken care of. Because see, I did a video about this a couple days ago. All of us have that sexual urge within us, and we have to get that taken care of at some point in time. It's going to take you over. You can't fight it. You know, this is why, you know, other groups, other cultures of people, they suppress sexuality, you know. And this is where religion comes in at. Religion suppresses sexuality as well. So, you know, a lot of women don't really have to think about it because they're already pre-programmed to, you know, just suppress that area of, you know, their lives Don't even think about that. That's where taboo subjects come from. That's where the shaming tactics come in to play. You know, and there should be some level of shaming. You know, don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's all a part of the status quo. You know, so it's like a lot of these women are kind of afraid to talk to anybody really about their sexuality because they don't want to be judged in a bad light, you know. So this is why they're looking for a certain type of guy on the side that won't judge them with and have sex with almost no strings attached. You know, even if she might find a guy that she can talk to and relate to and have a conversation, but that's not really her MO. Her MO is to get the sexual fetishes or the sexual urges taken care of. So there's a lot of women out here that's like this. So this is why they're always seeking or interested in meeting single guys. And it's not, and she doesn't get out all the time. So you have to understand, women, everybody really, we have patterns. We all have patterns. As a matter of fact, I know a woman that's like this. I know a woman that sneaks out every once in a while. You know, she'll have that 2 to 3 hour, 4 hour window where she goes somewhere to take care of maybe the grandkids or something like that overnight, and maybe her daughter or her son or maybe a couple goes to the movie or goes to dinner or go out for a couple hours, and they come back at 10, 11 o'clock or maybe 9 o'clock, or maybe they go out overnight, maybe they take an overnight trip, come back the next day, and at 8 o'clock that night they're back at home and she's about to leave. She's free, but she doesn't necessarily have to be back home until the next day, the following day. So she's calling maybe a guy or two, whichever one's available. Hey, can you meet up? Let's sit down and talk. Let's catch up, whatever the case is. So she has could be a 4 to 6, 8 hour window, free time. She can do whatever she wants. And the husband back home or the guy back home, he's thinking that she's taking care of the grandkids. He's thinking that she's doing something constructive, but that's only part of it. You know, she did take care of the grandkids, but after the grandkids have been taken care of, and the couple's back home, her daughter, son, or whichever the case is, she's doing her own thing now. She's taking care of her sexual urges because she's suppressed that side of her for weeks, probably months. And this doesn't necessarily mean she's having bad sex at home. What it is she never was into the guy in the first place. So she'll have sex with the guy at home from time to time, but she's not into it. It's like a chore. It's like a job. You know, it's something that she feels like she's obligated to do, right? So she has sex with him at home because she has to, right? But she has sex with me because she wants to. That's the difference. Like when she has sex with me, she's really into it, and it's no strings attached, and I can finesse the relationship between us if I really wanted to take it there. But on some level, I don't think she's a bad person. I just think she's, you know, I don't know the situation. I haven't known her long enough, but I think she was in a situation where she felt she had to do what she had to do. for whatever reason. You know, because a lot of times some of us we get ourselves into tight situations. You know, some people got divorced, some people have financial hardships, some people, you know, just having a tough time just in life. You know, maybe they've been beaten down, and some guy or some girl will come in your life, or maybe they was around for a while, and maybe they're not the typical person you would be into, or would even probably even get in a relationship with, but they always been around, you know. So it's like some people will settle with that person because they look at it like that person is into me more than I'm into them. So I know that, you know, they probably gonna roll out the red carpet for me, or they probably gonna take care of me, or they probably gonna have my best interests. And I don't really have a lot of options as it is. Maybe I'm an older woman, maybe I'm an older guy. So a lot of these women, especially, they just settle. And whatever, you know, it's impossible to get everything out of one person anyway, especially an older woman. You know, you can't even get everything out of a younger woman. So a lot of times they just settle, and whatever they can't get out of that person that they settle with, they just get it taken care of elsewhere, and that's it. You know. So just like I said, I know a woman that if you meet her, man, you say, man, she's the most loving, caring, supportive person, nurturing person ever. You know, she got kids, she got a grandkid. But if you meet her, you'd be like, what a sweet, loving, caring woman, man. But every once in a while, she gotta go to a swingers club, man. You know, she gotta go to a private adult sex party. You know, so see, that's the part that throws a lot of guys off. You know, it's like, you're like, how the hell can a woman like you be so attractive, so smart, so intelligent, so loving, caring, nurturing, supportive, everything, but that sexual urge that she has is so strong. You know, she just has to get it taken care of somewhere in private, somewhere where nobody knows her. And even if they know her, no one's going to ever tell on her. No one's going to talk about what they've had, the experience they had with her. So that throws a lot of guys off. And I used to be like that too. But there's millions of women out here just like this, man. There's women out here that are loving, caring, sweet, everything, supportive. You call them up, whatever you need, they'll do everything in their power to take care of it, to support you, or whatever. But every once in a while, they gotta take a trip. They gotta go to Jamaica and wild out down there. And after they'll leave Jamaica and come back home and act like nothing happened. They had a great time. You know, they'll do it again, and they still care about you the same. They still support you and everything. Loving, caring, nurturing, everything. So I say, what I'm gonna say about that? I mean, if we have a good relationship between us, I just can't let that go. Man, I don't agree with all her ways, all her habits, her lifestyle, but the relationship we have it's a great relationship. So I'm conflicting here, you know. I'm kind of like, you know what I mean? And you're probably at that point too, just like I was. But at the end of the day, you have to accept people as they are. And if you can't accept them for who they are and what they do and the lifestyle they live, just move on. That's it. Just move on if you can't accept that. So if you like what you heard, Subscribe to my channel. Share this video with anyone that you think that would see it as a value. Check out my website, chooseyourrelationships.com, for my books, the gear, shirts, hoodies, accessories, cups, whatever. So until next time, I'm out. Peace.